Oh, so the beauty YouTubers are fighting again. Oh, but that's not what this video is about. Oh, okay. Cool. Hi guys, it's me. I'm back again. Well, it's been a while. How goes your apocalypse? Mine has been, difficult. I think it's been difficult for all of us. But, we're not here to talk about icky things. We're here to talk about some nice things. The topic of today's video is the importance of setting up a writing routine and how to do that, because you know I'm such an expert. I'm not, but I did take a course towards like the middle of our lockdown, and it really did a lot for me. I was like in a pretty dark place. It wasn't the best place I've ever been in as far as like writing goes, but it really helped. And it's a Udemy course. I will put a link to it in the description of the video if you guys want to go check it out. It's just about like overcoming writer's block and how to set up a writing routine, similar to a few things that I'm going to talk about in this video today. But yeah, I just wanted to share some positivity and share some ideas and open up a dialogue, and please leave some comments. I don't know anything. I mean, I don't know everything. I don't know anything. I don't know everything, so you know, if you guys want to start a conversation down in the comments, where we can talk about like writing and like what you guys do, what you think is helpful in a writing routine, let's do it. But without any further ado, let's get into it. What we have to establish before we can get into like anything else is, what is a writing routine? Now, if you are a writer and you are trying to get your book idea out there, or like get it on paper, what you're going to need to do is establish a routine, which is a certain amount of time you set aside every day to write. I am not the best at doing this, or at least I wasn't until I took this course, which really helped develop my skills to actually sit down and write consistently every single day, even if it was just 500 words. I sat down every day for pretty much 30 days straight and wrote every day. I'm not saying I wrote like all day every day, but I did put a certain amount of time aside a day to do my writing, and it is incredibly helpful. You get through your work so much quicker, and you get words down on the page so much faster than what you would do if you were procrastinating or writing every other day or writing like once a week or whatever. It's super helpful. So first and foremost, your writing routine is time that you put aside every single day to sit down and write. Whatever it is, you could be writing a fantasy story, you could be writing a memoir, you could be writing an email. Seriously, like this works for anything that you're trying to get down on paper. And this video is just exploring taking that time and putting it aside. And if it's important enough to you, you will put the time aside. You'll find the time somewhere in your day to just sit down, clear your mind, and write. And this is how, these are a couple of tips on how you can do that, or how putting that time aside and making the most of it would be beneficial. Yeah, I don't work with a script, you can tell, can't you? Maybe I should have written some words down before I started filming this video. So once you have established that you're now going to put this time aside and that is your time to write, what you're going to want to do is sort of trick your brain into getting into like a writing frame of mind where like nothing can really distract you or take you away from like your thoughts. And in order to do this, the methods that I use, they're like a whole bunch out there, like you can Google them. And there are a couple like really weird ones as well. Like I heard about a writer who like wrote every day in front of a mirror. That's not for me. I heard that and I was like, no, that's not going to work for me. You won't be writing in front of any mirrors. But what did work for me was I decided that I'm like a very sensory person. So like I'm like my sense of smell is super sensitive, and my hearing. And what I decided to do was I went out and I got myself a specific drink, and I use 5 Roses chai spice. So what I do is I sit down, I get my writing stuff ready, my laptop, whatever, pens, pencils, and I make myself a cup of this chai tea, and I sit down and I only drink that tea when I write. Like I'm not even a tea drinker. Like I'm not big on tea. I love coffee way more. But just to like trick my brain into like getting into writing mode, I would make myself a cup of this 5 Roses chai spice tea. That was one way. Another way of doing it, which is sort of using combination with the tea, is I've created a writing routine playlist on YouTube. I will share a link to that playlist down in the description below, so you guys can check it out if you want to. But everybody's got different music tastes, so you should probably like put like a playlist together for yourself that you find inspiring or relaxing, or like helps you get into the groove. And again, I only listen to that playlist when I write, and it just helps kickstart your brain into going into writing mode, and then you sit down and you write all the way. Sitting there, or you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, Michael, why is a writing routine so important? Why do I need this in my life? Well, if you're anything like me, you definitely need a writing routine in your life. I was so uninspired, and I was, like I said, in a really deep, dark place that I could not get out of. I plonked myself in front of my computer, and the words would just not come out. What is important about having a writing routine is that it forces you to finish what you start. It helps you become like way more productive, and you just manage to churn out chapters or stories or emails a lot faster than what you would do if you had no routine. And if you weren't tricking your brain into thinking, okay, now it's time to sit down and write. And the biggest advice I can give you is, even if you sit down in front of that computer and you've made your tea and you're listening to your playlist and you're burning your candles or whatever is good for you, and the words are still not coming out, force yourself to sit down and write. I've read this multiple times. I've heard this multiple times. I've watched videos on this multiple times. The best thing you can do for yourself is just to sit down and write. And I know that that sounds like complete bullshit advice, but it's true. Often I've sat down to start a story and like I don't even know where the story is going. I don't know names for characters, whatever. Just keep writing. That is the biggest piece of advice I can give you. And you also form these habits. I don't want to say it gets easier, because it's always, you always have your hard days, but this does help motivate you, and sort of push you to finish what you start. And I promise you guys, do this for 30 days, blink, and you'll have like 33,000 words, which is what I've got right now. Like I haven't been writing for 30 days consistently or yet. I'm almost there. I think I'm on like day 24, 25 or something. But this method works. So sit your ass down, get yourself into a writing routine, and keep writing. Pretty much all I had to say on the matter. If you guys want to continue this conversation in the comment section, feel free. Like, subscribe, do all of that stuff. And also, if you want to hit me up on Instagram, I'll put my link down there too. Yeah, and let's talk. Did you find the video helpful? If so, why? If not, why? I can make things better. I'm not really used to doing this. I'm trying to get better at filming videos. But yeah, I guess you guys can tell me if it's shit or if it's bad or if it's good or whatever. Yeah, I like to talk. So if you want to talk about writing or art or music or books or whatever, hit me up. And yeah, hopefully it won't be too long before the next video. We'll see how things go. And yeah, everybody stay safe, wear your masks, wash your hands, do all the good things.